Hello, I'm Pam of HealingStars.com. This is the chart set for 23rd of March, just after midday in the UK. This is the full moon, and it happens to be a pulse or a partial lunar eclipse. This lunar eclipse will be visible in Eastern Asia. However, for most of us, we won't see anything. However, we can feel what's going on. All full moons, the moon represents our emotions, so a full moon brings emotions out into our awareness. When there's an eclipse, a lunar eclipse, which happens twice, even 4 times a year, our emotions, our subconscious, unconscious feelings, it's hard to express maybe what we're really feeling. The sun, first off, here's the sun, 3 degrees of Aries, moved in on March the 20th, into starting our springtime in the Northern Hemisphere, the new beginning. Aries, ruled by Mars. And at this full moon eclipse, the sun is actually forming a trine, a flow of energy to Mars in Sagittarius. That aspect will actually reach exactitude later on the 26th of March. And in my webinar on the Mars retrograde, I did caution people to be aware that this can give you an overconfidence to get something off the ground. And when Mars goes retrograde, as it will in April, things might have setbacks. So it's to be cautious and notice what Saturn is teaching. Now here at this eclipse, we have got the Sun and Mercury very, very close together. Mercury is our ability to communicate. It's also known to be able to edit or step back from what we're saying. When Mercury is that close to the Sun, and it really is within minutes of a conjunction, which happens the same day at 2010 in London, we're being asked to go within. It's a very much of a time of inner connection rather than outward expression. However, Mercury is also forming that same trine to Mars. And Mars is in exuberant Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a sign governed by Jupiter. Sagittarius, very positive, very optimistic, very futuristic, but also can be self-righteous. Pomposity. Now, it is a trine, it is a good, favourable aspect. However, the conjunction of Mercury's Sun, it isn't for clear thinking. I can also say it can be genius. So if you tune in, if you go within, maybe then the genius can come through. But that isn't easy if you've got this strong Mars connection at the same time. That might be rushing around and not really focusing on the inner world. We also have, it's a very powerful full moon eclipse, we also have Jupiter down here in Virgo at an exact right angle to Saturn in Sagittarius. Now this is expansion, Jupiter, constriction, Saturn. So the two are completely connected. They were first in this square, it's called a square aspect, last year around August the 3rd, and they make it again on May the 26th. Because the other thing happening this week, Saturn will start to go retrograde, which it does every single year. So Saturn doesn't get beyond that degree of 16. But the expansion, the restriction, can work very well together when we take into consideration the restrictions of Saturn, the groundingness of Saturn, and then the expansion of Jupiter. But neither are in signs that they actually like, so to speak. Now, the other very, very important contact that's been going on for quite some time, from December actually, is Chiron is with the south node of the moon. Here's Chiron, 21 of Pisces, south node, I use mean nodes, also at 21 of Pisces. Chiron in Pisces is the whole group of people, most people, born in the 60s. So it's a huge number of people have that. It's very sensitive, Pisces as a sign. And this is about healing old wounds. So an eclipse is bringing that to the attention of us all. The positive of Pisces is compassion and loving oneself. And what's also very beautiful at this time, Venus and Neptune. Venus is at 13 degrees, Neptune's at 10. Those two were exactly conjunct on March the 20th, the spring equinox. Venus and Neptune in Pisces is the highest vision. This is love taken to its highest level, to unconditional love, with no attachments, no demands. This is the mystic. So we have a very beautiful Venus at this time, because she's also connected to Neptune, as I said, the highest vision. And Venus is exalted in Pisces. That means she does very well. The Sun is also exalted in Aries. So we've got a lot of strength here. The caution is not to get taken away, overconfident with Mars. Notice Mars at 5 degrees of Sagittarius is making a square up to Neptune. So therefore we might want to bring out something of great beauty, great radiance, but Mars is also giving a little, well, quite a, not a little, but a strong push, and it will move to make an exact square up there to Neptune. So to go within, to take that day, any day of an eclipse, if you can, to take time out to go within, to find answers, rather than see what's immediately in front of you. That may not be the truth of what's really happening. So there's these beautiful undercurrents here to a more sensitive, and those are the currents that we can't really see unless we close our eyes, meditate, go within, however that may be for you. I wish you well on this lunar eclipse. And next month, April, we have full steam ahead. This month of March has been a deeply healing month. I, for one, have felt quite sick and tuned in to this collective energy, which is quite draining, because Pisces is the ocean after all, but a collective feeling of sadness, of grief, of things, dreams that have got lost along the way, shattered dreams. Those are all Piscean ideals, but can feel crushed when Chiron's involved as well. So thank you for watching. PamHealingStars.com